Hi there, and welcome to another installment in the AgilePoint Generative AI video series. This time, we're talking about how to create form-based applications through prompts. So let's get started by clicking into the App Builder module and selecting Add an App. Okay, so let's go ahead and select Form-Based Application. We're going to give our application a name and drop it into a category. Now, here you're seeing that we're being asked whether we're creating a widget form or not. As you may know, a widget form is created with the express purpose of hosting on a custom landing page. So for now, let's leave that as not required. And if you're an AgilePoint veteran, you're seeing a new prompt here as a part of the Add an App flow. AgilePoint is asking us how we want to create our application, creating it myself or letting AI do the legwork for us. Next, how is AI going to create that form? Today's option will use Let AI Decide, where we enter a prompt, but in the coming weeks, you're going to see videos around the use of a PDF, an image, or an Excel sheet to inform our application. I want to create an app to track home inspections. Okay, so as you can see, AgilePoint has suggested all of the columns for my table. But don't worry, we can always coach, add, remove, and reorganize fields as we see fit. So first, let's start off with removing the fields that we know we won't need. So let's scroll through the list and take a look. So here you're seeing fields like photos and report. We can go ahead and omit those from our table. Next, let's go through the list and reclassify where appropriate. So as an example, here you're seeing the property address is suggested as a data type of text. Now, to give us a little more room, we can go ahead and select a text area. Scrolling further, you're seeing a few options here that are suggested as a data type of pick list. And you'll notice that there's a gear icon here on the right-hand side. So let's go ahead and click this, and we can have AgilePoint generate standardized values for our drop-down list, or select from a pick list we'd created previously. Okay, for the inspection type, I'm going to coach this a little bit here and just add the word home in front of inspection type and ask it to generate. Great. So you're seeing here options like roof, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, all looking pretty good. Let's do the same thing here with inspection status. All right, great. Now as a next step, you're noticing that we do have a column for the client name, but we don't yet have any for the client contact information. So we can always go up here to the top right-hand corner and add a new field and call this client contact. We'll make that a data type of, say, phone or email address as an example. And then lastly, we can always rearrange the fields so that the various columns are grouped in a more logical manner. So as an example, we can take the property address, drag that under client contact. We can do the same thing with the client name. All right, so our table's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and click Next. Just going to change the name of the entity here so that's a little more unique. And you'll notice here at the bottom that we can specify the primary key. Now the default option was the client name, but the client ID is going to make a little more sense. So that way AgilePoint will maintain the unique record identifier for us. Okay, so here we can add additional application components, not necessary for the purposes of this video. So let's go ahead and click Next. User access, that can always be set up later. So what AgilePoint is going to do now is it's going to show us all of the components that it's automatically created on our behalf. You're going to see various forms, various views generated, and once we pop into the form itself, you'll see everything laid out exactly as we might like it. So here are the items that were generated. And if we click OK, we'll see our form. Okay, so everything's laid out just as we might like it. Now from here, we can always add additional capabilities, new controls, images, and branding. But again, for the purposes of this video, everything's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and save and check it in. And now we can go ahead and publish and use our application. Okay, great. So everything's ready to go. We can click launch. And as you'll see here in just a second, our application is ready to go. Okay, so as you're seeing here, it's bringing up the default view, which is all home inspections. As we'd shown just a little bit earlier, there are a few automatically created views. But when I click the plus icon here, I can enter the details of my new home inspection. Okay, that concludes the content for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.